Hey everybody, here from VidGamiac.com. Here we are today back in the Innsmouth case doing playthroughs 4, 5, 6, and 7. We're going to start out with playthrough number 4 because there is going to be an achievement tied to it. So from the main menu, we're going to take advantage of the chapter select once again, set it to Town Square, make sure you load up the chapter, and then we're going to get into things. Make sure you do take your time with this one, as this one is going to be 3 segments long. The second segment is going to be pretty choice heavy, although there is going to be an achievement tied to it once you get there. You're going to be in an arcade, and there's going to be an achievement for playing a certain type of game in said arcade. So make sure you try to knock that one out once you finally arrive. So once we get to the end of the playthrough, we should be good for the at the stake ending, and then once we pocket this one, we're going to head back to the main menu where we're going to start playthrough number 5. Playthrough number 6 and 7 are also tied to this, so you are going to have to do all 3 in one sitting. So make sure you do keep that in mind if you are trying to do this one chapter at a time. You are going to have to do all 3 of these at once. Nonetheless, make sure you get back to the main menu and then set the chapter select to Town Square and make sure you load up. There aren't going to be any achievements in these 3 chapters though, but we are going to need them for the collect all of the different endings achievement. So obviously playthrough number 5 is going to be the longest, as we are going to build this playthrough in order to make the other 2 shorter. So this one's going to be 6 segments long, so make sure you try to power through this the best you can. But if you set things up correctly, you should be able to get playthroughs 6 and 7 done in only a single segment, so you should be able to get those 2 in really quick. So after all that toil, you should finally get to your ending. It's going to be it's the new economy stupid ending, which is going to add to the 27 that we need. Then once you get to this menu, it's going to be very important that you do not go back to the main menu. Instead, what you want to do is you want to make sure you do load last chapter. This is going to set you back obviously one chapter. However, you are going to use this branch in the story in order to get the next two endings. So first up is going to be playthrough number 6. So just make sure you use that chapter load and make sure you get to the end. And the reason you have to do it here is because you cannot select this chapter in the main menu chapter select. So obviously the best course of action is to just take advantage and utilize the entirety of the last playthrough in order to cut down the time on this one as well as the next one. So once we get to the end of this one, we should have the sinking feeling ending, which is going to be number 6. And then once we have that, again, we're going to take advantage of the load last chapter feature. So make sure you do not go back to the main menu and just load up the last chapter. And then for playthrough number 7, it's going to be exactly the same as playthrough number 6 with the exception of the last choice. So make sure you just redo all your choices, changing out that last one, and that should give you the 7th ending we're going for towards our 27. So with this ending in our pocket, we should have another one out of the way. That's going to wrap it up for this part. Make sure you do check back soon next time where we're going to cover the next few playthroughs. But that's it for now, and that's all there is to it.